My brother just turned 18 today. We checked his credit score. I've been waiting for 2 years. He has a 753 credit score. I can't even. Um, I'm so proud of him. And he didn't really do much. Honestly, let's get right into the video. Let's talk about this. What's up, everybody? My name is the Credit Card Maestro. If you are new here, we talk about travel, we talk about credit, we talk about how to maintain, rebuild, or in this video, we show you how to build credit. And we also do travel. We put them together so you can get credit card points, credit card miles, use that for cheap travel, free travel if you like free travel, if you like cheap travel, if you like credit and great credit, and to build, maintain, and rebuild credit. Make sure you give me a subscribe. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. It helps out the channel. Comment below too. If you are not new here, here's another one. So make sure you give me that thumbs up like you always do. You know this video is going to be hot. All right, so today's video, my brother is 18 years old as of today. Happy birthday, little bro. I love you. It's my only brother. His name is Michael. He just turned 18 today. I'm so proud of him. But I've been waiting for this day for so long, obviously because, you know, I'm getting old now. I'm 25, he's 18, so I'm getting up there. But nonetheless, it's an important day for him. You know, you're only 18 once, but also we get to check his credit. Because, you know, you really can't check credit after, you know, under 18 for like Credit Karma and things like that. So it was crazy how, you know, how it happened. He was filing his taxes and it was like, hey, you know, do you want to check your credit without any, you know, damage to your score, without any hard inquiry? Hard inquiry is when they actually affect your score by pulling like your report and all that stuff. It was just a soft inquiry. So it's kind of just like a very quick overview of it. So, I mean, yeah, of course. And he clicks on it and it says $753. The young man just turned 18 today, and he already has a 753 credit score. He can go and buy a car with little to no down payment. If he wanted to, he could possibly, depending on how the bank is underwriting, buy a house within his name. He can get credit cards in his name, like the American Express Platinum card, the American Express Gold card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. He could possibly get these cards right now, and he just turned 18 today. And this is all done with a very simple and free method. All it takes is time, okay? So that's number one. There's two things. The first thing it takes is, I'm going to give you some of the things. I said it take about 3 or 4 things. The first thing it's going to take is time, okay? So with American Express, it's about 13 years old. I'm going to tell you about what it is in a minute. So I put my brother on my credit cards as an authorized user at the age of 16 years old. So 2 years ago exactly today, 16. And he was my first, I would say, experiment as no credit, ghost credit, right? No credit, no, you know, no history at all. Starting from scratch with nothing to 753 at age 18. Ridiculous. When I first started off, I didn't have that didn't have that brother or family member or friend or anything to really put me on game. That's what I call it. Putting me on game, setting me up for success. So when I turn 18, I'm good. Pass it down to my heirs and just keep it going, you know. And I was happy that I was able to be the one for him, to be that sacrifice to give him a better life, if that makes sense. And, you know, his life is just beginning, but this really puts him ahead of so many other people. Not to brag, but I mean, it truly does. I mean, how many 18-year-olds do you know that are walking around with this? Now, if you're one of those 16, 15, 18-year-olds who want to do this, you can do it too. Very simple. Be added on as an authorized user to one of your family members' credit cards. And I'm going to show. So the first thing is time. Some banks will let you be added as an authorized user as little as age 13 years old, and it's very easy to do. What I did with my brother was this. At 16, I put him on 4 of my credit cards. So if you're a parent, or if you want, you know, your boyfriend, girlfriend want to put your spouse on game, or your brother, or your sister, or your mother, however you want to do it, listen to me. Do not put them on a credit card as an authorized user of yours if you've had any late payments or anything. What an authorized user does is without them without them swiping the card at all, they get all of your history, right? All of your history for the duration of that card. So if you've had a card for 20 years and you add your son or your daughter onto a credit card, and you have awesome payment history, you have no late payments, they get 20 years of perfect on-time payments. If utilization is low, they get 20 years of low utilization. They get all that. So when they turn 18 with no debt under their name and all they have really is just utilization, depending on what your credit card looks like, if you keep utilization low, they'd have no debt to zero to little utilization. I'm going to show you a screenshot right here so you guys know I'm not lying. 753, my younger brother. And again, I'm so, excited about it because, I'm happy for him that he can really go out here and live life. Credit is needed in this world for so many different things. I remember getting my first phone plan. I had to put a huge down payment because I didn't have any credit. I couldn't even get an unsecured credit card because I didn't have any credit. I had to get a secure credit card. He could basically skip that. He's good. He doesn't need a secure credit card. He can go get a car with no down payment if he wants to. So, it's amazing to see the results. So time, put them on promptly, 13, 14. Here's a trick. Make sure, again, your credit is good. Don't put them on if your credit was bad or you had any collections, you've had, missed payments or late payments on that credit card. Don't even do it because now that's going to be reflected onto them. So when you're doing it, make sure your utilization is very low. So I had a credit card, my first credit card ever, unsecured, was $10,000 credit limit. That card is always at about 1%. So it reflects onto him. That's my longest credit card with history. It reflected onto him. It's always at 1%. I have 4 cards that are really, really low in the 1 and 2% utilizations. All great, perfect payment history, which I'm blessed to say that. And that helped him. He didn't do anything. He just literally, hey bro, give me your name, give me your date of birth. I mean, obviously I knew all that, and give me your social. I'm going to put you on. I'm not going to give you access to the credit card. And I'm going to be responsible by making sure I'm making payments. I'm not going into collections. I'm not doing anything crazy. And by me just doing that, and by you literally just going about your business, and that's it, you're not doing anything, you're building your credit. So when you turn 18, 21, whatever, you have all this access to the world that I didn't have until I was about maybe 21, 22. So he has an extra couple of years than I did. And, for some of us, maybe even 5, 10, 20 extra years than we have. And he has it right there at 18. From here on out, it's up to him to follow through. And, and as he's gotten older, I've given him access. So he's a part of my American Express Platinum card. He has one of the gold cards. So, he pays it every month in full. He's getting the flow. And as they get older, give them that opportunity to prove themselves right. Give them the opportunity to prove themselves that they can do it too. So when they're on their own, they already know what it is. You're growing them, you're nurturing them, you're helping them, and you guys can do it too if you are the authorized user or if you are the person who wants to be putting somebody on game. Definitely do it. So time, patience. It's going to take about 6 months to a year for them to really see some results. And make sure you are making on-time payments. The account that you're going to put them on has no type of flaw at all. It can have the flaw of not enough length. So let's say you get a credit card a month ago and you want to put them on, that's okay. But when I'm talking about no flaws at all, I'm talking about no missed payments, 30 days or more, none of that. No maxed out credit cards, none of that. Utilization got to at least be 30%. If you're following the Credit Card Maestro's recommendations, 10% or lower is always best. The lower to 0, the better. So guys, I hope this has helped you. If you are 13, if you're watching this video and you have somebody who's 13, 14, 15, in that age range, put them on game now. If you have a spouse who needs help, put them on game. If you are the spouse who needs help, go up to your significant other if you know they have these things and get put on game. I really think in life, I could know everything in life, but if I don't make an impact in somebody else's life, I've done nothing for anybody, and I've failed as a human. So again, even if this video has helped you guys out, definitely make sure you get out there, do what you got to do, put your family on game. These are what those wealthy families do. These are what those highly successful families do for each other. They help each other. They learn things and they give it back. They learn things and they teach, each other. And again, it's 360. So if he knows something, which he is a smart kid, he teaches me, vice versa. It is we put each other on game, and then you put others on game. Like I guess I'm putting you guys on game too with this. If you have people who are 13 or around that age, go ahead and put them on as authorized users. If you have a spouse, go ahead and put them on. If you have great payment history, go ahead and just do all that great stuff for them. They don't even have to have access to the card if you're worrying about them spending. Don't give them access to the card. Literally, put them on, take the card, cut it up, throw it away, put it in your wallet, whatever you got to do. Don't give them access to it. Give it about 6 months to a year and watch how their credit score will drastically increase. Now, quick disclosure, this will help and be the most significant for people who have ghost credit, aka my younger brother Michael. Didn't have any type of flaws on his report, didn't have any history. I literally took him from 0 to 753. This is probably going to be the best. If you have somebody who has some, flaws on their accounts, like collections and medical bills, things like that, you'll see an increase, but you're not going to see that big jump from a 0 to a 753 in 2 years because they have things that are holding them back, as opposed to somebody who just doesn't have any type of opportunity, and you give them the opportunity and they just blow up. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.